Hey everyone, Sabo here. I'm going to show you this one automation tool that has made me $4,900 in just the past week alone. I'm going to show you the frameworks I use, the scripts, everything, so you can just copy and paste and implement it yourself, and how you can use the tool for free. All right, so let's just hop in. But before we do, it's important to understand we're going to be using X, Twitter, the platform. So it's important to understand it has limitations, right? So you can only send out 450 messages. The exact limit is 500, but you don't want to hit that. You never want to hit that because you're going to get blocked very, very easily. So what this tool does is it limits your sending to 450 per day, which makes it on the safer side. But I recommend if you do it, stay around 300 to 400. That's sort of the safe zone that we've been doing it. You can use the tool for free and you can send up to 50 messages, I do believe. And one thing you do need though is an X account, obviously, which is aged. I'll show you exactly what that means. And it must have a verification mark. Otherwise, this tool and none of the X automation tools are going to work. The reason is very, very simple because of the limits, right? So if you want to send out massive amounts of volume, like 300-400 messages just from one account, you do need to have this verification in order for the automation tools to work. Now, how are you going to get these accounts? Very, very simple. You just need to go to z2.com, not affiliated or anything. This is where we are getting our accounts from as well. For Instagram, access pretty much all the social medias. They have fairly good prices. One thing you need to look out for is if it has the 2FA enabled and if it's verified. So you could buy ones that have thousands of followers. It's not really necessary. What you really should look for is the age of the account, right? So for example, this one is between 2008 and 2014, which is pretty good. As you can see, it's quite cheap, these accounts. You don't need that many, right? So just get one of these accounts, get it set up so it looks halfway decent, get a bio going, get some sort of title here as well, a banner as well, profile picture, very simple. And once you have this verified, just post a few stuff in here so it looks active, right? That's all you need to do. And then once you have that, once you have the verification mark, you need to go over to XReacher. So this is the tool that we've been using. Like I said, you can send up to 450 messages safely per day. Very, very good tool. You can start out for free and send up to 50 DMs per day. We're not affiliated with them. We've just been using their softwares pretty much for the past couple of months. And we've seen some great results as well. So if you want to sign up with our code, we have a code that's in the description. You guys can get 20% off from the tool. I think it's on any plan that you choose. It's 20% off on all of the plans. But like I said, you can just use the free version to test it out. So once you're inside the XReacher tool, this is how it looks. There's some campaigns you can set up. Leads list, which I'm just going to show you right now. You can upload yours, but I don't recommend doing that. The reason is because their embedded filtering is just way better than anything I've seen and way better than you can do on your own. So for example, if you want to, let's just think of someone, let's go with Alex Becker, right? So let's scrape his audience. We just need his handle. So you just need to put his username and it's going to find profile has over 1 million. Yes, so apparently has some limitations. Becker has 1.2. Let's just think of someone else. Let's do Hormozy. I think I've already added him and I think he has a lot more followers as well. Let's just use this one. I think this is just a fan account of Layla Hormozy, just for the example, right? So you input the profile. As you can see, it recognized it and you can see the follower account. And what you can do and what you should do is you can do presets as well. We have some as well. So this is generally what we do, right? So this is for our agency, our targeting. I'm just going to remove this for the sake of the video. So you can just put any keywords you want to filter for. If you put something with a minus in front of it, like crypto, it's going to, so crypto is already added. So let's do, I don't know, finance. It is going to block out anyone who has a finance mentioned in their bio, which is pretty cool. And you can look for the other way around. So if you don't put a minus sign in front of it, so you could look for fitness coach, right? You could put this here. If you don't want this many filters, don't do it. Well, one thing I recommend you to do definitely is to filter out third world countries. Usually it's because of the prospects who don't have the money to spend. Obviously go through these because some of them are not, I wouldn't put Saudi Arabia or classified out, or South Africa, South Korea. I think that's also fine. So just make sure you go through these, and it is going to filter out these locations as well. So you can also filter from follower count as well, which is pretty cool. So if you want, you know, only people who have more than 100 followers, then you can definitely do that. You can filter out for gender as well, and some additional filters. So then you can start scraping. Let's just name it test Layla. And the tool is going to load. It's quite fast as well. So once it's done, once the tool is done, once the leads are scraped, you can just turn on one of the campaigns inside the leads. So you just create a campaign, very simple, and then you'll be brought to this stage where you can select the lead list. For example, I have this G lead list turned on, and you can put scripts. That would be the next step. So you can add your own scripts. You can add the name so you can know which script it is. I just put just 1, 2, 5, doesn't really matter. And one thing is really cool. You can put first name variable personalization as well into this, which is really good. Usually on social media, it's not really recommended, but I find with X, I would say go for it. We usually do it, but sometimes obviously you get like prospects who have some random stuff in their name, which is not actually their name, and it can come off as quite weird, because at that point they know that you have automated the process, which is not that good, right? But you can see the amount of messages that are being sent out through the campaigns, the replies you're getting, reply rates as well, and based on this you can obviously improve the campaigns. Here's just an example. There's no spin tags or anything like with email, so how you should do it if you want to switch up the messaging is just put more scripts, and what it does for each campaign, so this is the 10th campaign we're running, it's going to choose randomly between 1 to 5, right? So if you want to spice it up, if you're doing like big volume, like if you're sending like 450 messages per account, I recommend you to have at least 5 of these scripts, right? So then once you have that, you just need to select the account. In this case, it's this account I showed you before that we're using. And then that's pretty much it. You can set the limit. I have here 200. I'm going to up it now to 350 because I haven't had any problems yet. Well, knock on wood. And you can turn on something that is pretty cool, like skip previously DM'd. This way, you're not going to be messaging the people that you've already interacted with in any way, because sometimes it can be that can be overlaps. Like for example, we have scraped Alex Hormozy, Layla Hormozy as well. And obviously their followers are quite similar, right? So you don't want to send the same message to the same people over and over again. So that's quite a useful feature, which I don't think the other tools quite have yet. So once that's done, you can start a campaign, and you can go to, they have an inbox as well, sort of a unibox like they have with like the emailing tools, right? We've been using something else called text.com, but if you're not doing like multiple social media platforms like X, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, it's not really necessary, because like last time I checked, they pretty much just updated it like a couple days ago. At first, I don't think they had something like this, like a Unibox, but now they have something which is pretty good. It is very accurate. So if you just click here, you can see the exact message sent from which account, and you can click for unread messages as well. I don't think we have any because we reply to all of them. You can put stages as well, which is pretty cool. We can set tags as well. And you can see the messages that are being sent out real time, right? So if you want to categorize this guy as not interested, you could put it as not interested, and you can see that in the analytics tab, right? So that's pretty cool. One thing also, I think you can buy X accounts from these guys as well. You can do that, but if you want the cheaper route, I recommend just go with Z2, spend a few days warming up the account. adding 2FA as well as the verification, and then you'll be good to go. Yeah, once you have all this going, you should be able to send, if you're going for just one account, for free account, you should be able to send 50 DMs a day, no problem, fully automated. And you can just check this inbox whenever you're getting a reply as well. So very, very simple. And once you have that going, you can put it inside a tracker like we have here, for example, and you can track the progress as well. I'm not going to go too in depth into this in this video, but if you want more details on how to set up a tracker like this, we go into that more in depth inside our program. So if you want us to come in and help you build a system out for you, fully done for you, you can just book a call down below. It's going to be the first link in the description. If you're just interested in the tool though, however, it's going to be the second link in the description as well. I'm going to put our code below so you can get 20% off from this tool. And that's it. See you in the next one.